because I'm not a guy that says, listen to my words. I say, let me share, and then I say, let me show you the results. Because I live in a world of, you can't hide from these. Either your results work or they don't. It's not even right or wrong. It's just they either work or they don't. So how is what I'm sharing applicable to your business? Like, what are you hearing? What are you hearing in the application to your business? Because the application is severely intense. And if you miss this, what we're talking about, and you missed the last part of our message today, you will have felt good here today and you'll have a lot of stuff to think about and it'll be good for you. It's not going to impact your business though. Life is about drawing connections. It's why people get paid big money to build networks. Because you can build what? Connections between people, between ideas, between concepts. The power is given to the connectors and the creators. If you are a cog and you think someone's going to build this for you, quit now. Because you're lying to yourself. And you know that. And you get to be that way with somebody who signs up. Why? Does it do you any good to have dead weight in your organization? No. If you want to share a product with somebody, that's different. If you're trying to build a tribe in an organization, dead weight will kill you. So what's the application?
So once we get here, how do we maintain this? So right now we're feeling this euphoria and it's like, wow, you know, and then all of a sudden you go home and it's like, oh, dude. So how do we maintain this? That's the key.
Got it. Good question. What do you guys think? How have you maintained any pattern in your life?
Can we like get a little pocket size you? Like pop out
I put a lot of stuff on YouTube. You could be watching on your phone. Like, oh my gosh, dude. Get focused. Oh, geez, I'm ready.
Change your routines.
Okay? You got to change your routines, right? So this is all we've done. Do you realize that all I've done today is interrupt your patterns?
It's just repetition.
That's it. That's all I've done. I really haven't shared much at all.
Right.
But what I've done is something that people in your lives don't do. And for my analytical friends that are sitting back and waiting for all the answers, like my straight A students who do really good in the testing center and fail in business, they're the people I hire. The PE graduate, like the kickball kid, right? That's me. I hire double MBAs and PhDs to work for me because they're so smart, they're just too stupid to know any different. It's why I make the big bucks and they work for me. I'm like, sweet, you don't want to think? Cool, I will plug you into the machine and you're replaceable. So if you kick back, give me any resistance, or cause me any grief, I will replace you in 2 seconds. Because there's a list out the door. It's why the wages are so low in Utah County, because you got 60,000 college students that will work for 15 cents and a free sandwich at Great Harvest. And you got adults trying to compete for the jobs, and they're trying to provide for their families. And that's why Makoa is a great place for them to what? To come play. But they got to play for something bigger than the product, because the product itself will not change their life. I am sorry. You'll have 1 out of 100 people whose lives will deeply be impacted by your product, if you're lucky. Your testimonials you hear, that's not the rule. That's the exception. Sorry, guys. I just pulled the sheets back. I just mooned you. Now you get to be at choice. But the product itself, is it great? Sure. Is your protein great? Sure. And 75 other companies have told me the same thing about theirs. We were just with EAS. Guess what? They will defend it to the grave that their stuff kicks your trash. And they are a multi-million-dollar company with tens of millions of dollars in marketing ads and budgets. They can buy way more billboards than you guys. And they do. Online. And it's why they're where they're at. So the game is, how do you compete against that? You got Mona V. You've got all these Zuri, you've got Xfuse, you've got all these other groups here, and when you go to their presentation meetings, guess what they're all saying? The same thing. A different forest, a different fruit, in a different packaging. And my friend does the bottling for all of them.
We're different people, though.
That's what they say too.
We're different here.
Got it, and that's what they say too.
But
Now-
you really feel it when you come here. I mean, you feel that.
Got it, and they say that too.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then I don't know. It was my first time in Atlanta.
I know. Here's the deal, though. I want you to. I want you. You know what I love? You know what I love? This is like our frontline cavalry. He's been sent into the trenches in Iraq and been given no information but a weapon and been told those are the guys you shoot.
There you go.
Good job, Doug. Here's the deal, though. I totally get it. And you know, to space to be successful, you have to be at belief at that level. Do you get that?
Yeah, I do.
That's why I say it shows up in all those organizations, because they believe in it. Here's where you get to be different, though, because honestly, no shining you on whatsoever. It does feel different here. And I'm a guy that's driven by feeling, right? My team knows this. Pull from here. I feel this. I feel people. I feel after people. I could be in 2 situations with door-to-door sales companies right now and taking on contracts, but I felt something different here.
It's the juice.
It is. It was the 2 shot glasses. It was the 2 shot glasses of juice, right?
Honestly.
Hey, I have a comment.
Got it. Go.
Okay. You said the difference is the people. Okay. Well, as far as, I understand that. But the approach also, can be debated, whether it's traditional, whether it's outsourcing and automation.
Okay, get to your point.
But
Get to your point.
the genuineness, the sincerity, the loving people in your organization, being genuine is, what really matters.
And does that have anything to do with your product?
Well, it actually helps people to be more open-minded.
Okay,
about your
answer my
product.
question. Does it have anything to do with your product, yes or no? Your ability to be genuine. Do you drink it and all of a sudden you're genuine? Like drink the Kool-Aid around here at McCoe and all of a sudden you are on fire.
If you are genuine and people are open-minded to what you are doing.
Do you notice how
and
you
what
dodge
are
my questions?
promoting.
Do you notice how you dodge my questions?
Gary, you
Because
haven't been very
sometimes
genuine with us.
it's not black
Pause.
and white, it's gray.
Yeah, I haven't been
It's not
genuine
yes
at all.
or no.
Yeah, well,
I
it
mean,
is. It
it's
is yes or no.
effective.
It is yes or no.
I mean, it makes people open-minded.
Do you know why I would not enroll in your tribe right now, brother? Because you are more interested in being right now than you are learning. And I guarantee that shows up in your production. Because you are more committed to being right than you are to creating results.
It's not true.
That's my experience of you.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
How many of you would you like some?
Old enough
Would
to
you
tell
like?
me
Would
that
you like
you're
some?
wrong.
Would you like some? Would you like some feedback?
Sure.
Okay. Would you guys give him some feedback? How many of you are experiencing him as defensive? Okay. And what's it like to be around somebody who's defensive? Who raised their hand over here?
I was too scared to raise my hand.
What is it like to be? What's it like to be around?
I don't like conflict.
Yeah. What's it like to be around somebody who's defensive though?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, and you know what's hard about being around people who are defensive about their position, who are more interested in being right than they are creating results or being happy or creating connection, is that in their defensive being right, they will burn their life to the ground. You've been in total power. That's why I know this is showing up for you as contrast, so that you can get the greatest part out of this event that you were supposed to get. Because for the last 2 hours, you haven't been committed to being right. And then you went to your head.
You're actually misconstruing my motives.
Got it.
You are.
Got it. And it doesn't look like I'm the only one.
Well,
Okay? Here's the point. That's why I was saying get to the point. Your point was what? That you get to be what? But you were on the same page. I just get to have you to see this.
sometimes when it looks like you're defensive, you may be not necessarily
But it doesn't matter what you're feeling,
maybe defending someone else.
but you're still defensive, brother. And the energy is the same. Whether I'm defending my mother because you called her fat, or whether I'm defending myself because you called me ugly. It's still defensive, and defensive energy creates separation, and it disconnects you from other human beings. It has you more committed to looking good and being right than it does to creating results and powerful connection with other human beings. Bro, I get you. I've been feeling you for 2 hours.